All right, everyone. Welcome to Harvest Valley. This is episode 8. That's pretty exciting. And we're going to play some Burning Wheel. You can see we're missing Sam this week, with the holidays and everything. He had some family stuff. I don't know. I guess that's important or whatever. And but the three of us are here. So Ashlyn and Esteban are going to have some farming adventures together. If this is your first time watching, then welcome. And I'll tell you a little bit about our characters. Because with Burning Wheel, you have very important key parts of your characters, which are your beliefs, instincts, and traits. For me, Ashlyn, my character's Ashlyn. I have a belief that now that I'm a farmer, and now that my fields are clear of wood, it's finally time to plant. So I'm going to plant in my fields. Uncle Bish is stubborn and has not gone to the doctor for his checkout, so I'm going to get Dr. Donna to come to him. And the town singer has not been doing her rounds. I will honor the harvest goddess by inspiring her to do so, or find a replacement. My instincts, these are things that I always or never do. Always pick wildflowers or berries. Always wake up at 6 a.m. sharp and never stay up past 2 a.m. in the morning. And extend a hand of friendship to a new acquaintance, always. My traits are opportunistic, tenacious, faithful, as well as familiar face, and curse of the night. Obviously, I can talk today, so it's actually pretty good because this weekend, I completely lost my voice, and it was really bad.
I heard about this. On the Tweetster.
On the Tweetsters, yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I can talk again and in my normal voice and not sound like a little squeaky toy. That would have been really awkward. And how about you, Adam? Let's hear about Esteban.
I am playing this crazy kid who's just now starting to get their life together. Because at the start of this game, he most certainly did not have his life together. He didn't have a house. He didn't have clothes. He had to walk around with a barrel on just to not be exposed. But he's come a long way, and his beliefs are, I can't believe my parents started a fire at Ashlyn's party. I must leave my past behind and conquer my anger. Ashlyn's property needs to be plowed. This is where me and my horses come in. We're going to do some plowing today. We're going to do some actual farming on this show. It's going to be great.
Impossible.
If you've been following this show, you know how rare that is.
It's going to be an odds 10.
My third belief is, after harmonizing with friend Ned, my pipes are ready. I will become the town singer if Ashlyn calls upon me to do so. My instincts are, when I get mad, smoke opium. When I make eye contact with a stranger, tell a weird story. And my third instinct is, never be the first to give up on a relationship. My traits are odd, crybaby, bad influence, curly hair, moldy, and affinity for sheep and goats. Because I'm a shepherd, and I also raise horses. I'm the animal person in this game.
As you may guess, from it being called Harvest Valley, we're taking some inspiration from Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley, and we're theoretically farmers. We haven't done a whole lot of farming to date.
We would be a
okay.
lot more successful if we were theoretical farmers.
Just a little bit.
It's been the first year, Grandpa's goat thing.
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa's ghost came, created you. But you spent your whole time in the cave.
Yeah.
Now it's time to New Game Plus, or just to realize you're completely free until the patch comes.
Exactly.
And that's Grandpa come every year. But yeah, we're all good to go. So if I turn into a robot, it's because I am tethering from my phone,
Mhm.
which is third dial. I'll say that. So let's start off. I think the biggest thing that's happened is that Bastian Carmichael is hard at work tearing down your family home.
Mhm.
It's been a long winter, and he's anxious to get started. Well, it turns out the first melt was also the last melt. It's just quickly going right to spring,
Mhm.
and there's dirty black patches of snow everywhere, and he's got like a crew of, let's say, 12 people, and they are carrying lumber and other construction equipment from the train yards to your old family home. And I think we see your parents like having these giant crates marked fragile,
Mhm. Have I gone
and they're
by um, my family's old home lately, or is this
it's up
something
to you.
just the audience knows? I almost think I
I
probably
think
haven't.
you know. All right, yeah,
Like I've
sure.
been walking around there.
So I think you walk by and you see them like getting these large boxes marked fragile and standing by the road with them.
See, what I was saying was I've been avoiding my home. I think I said like I'm walking around it, and you might have taken that as I'm like walking by it. No, I meant that as
Yeah,
like
now you're walking.
I'm
What
taking the long route around.
to not get near it. Got
Yeah,
it.
because I'm trying to leave my
Oh,
past behind.
I
But
mean,
the
you
audience
walk.
should definitely see.
Yeah. All right. So I think you do nothing and you watch this. There's this wagon come. This very long flatbed wagon pulled by a couple of horses, a couple of
Mhm.
ponies, and your parents, pick up these giant boxes marked fragile, and they go to the train yard with them.
Are they
Hmm.
moving out of town?
You don't know. You're avoiding this whole situation.
Maybe you should
Exactly.
talk to them.
My belief is specifically that I'm trying to leave my past behind. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Okay.
So I actually don't think that Esteban knows about this at all. Like maybe he's been avoiding their house, so he sees um my parents he sees his parents going to the train yard with the fragile boxes, but he doesn't see the fragile boxes at the house. So we just get the shot of Esteban. What am I standing near? Like, am I standing in the town square with all this melted um, snow around?
Yeah. Let's say you're sitting in this town square. Um, I think yeah. You see this caravan go by. And let me raise the stakes a little bit for you then too.
Mhm.
So you also see Autumn is leading a donkey. Is also covered with packs,
Mhm.
and you see them, stop in the town square for a minute and talk. They don't seem to see you, and
Mhm.
then they go off screen. They travel towards the
The train yard.
train yard. Yeah.
Mhm. So Esteban's just going to watch all this go down and like maybe have like an inner monologue like um I do care about um about Autumn and about Donna, but my parents, and then I'm like, we flash back to um, the issue at Ashlyn's party because Ashlyn was nice enough to throw that party for them for our family to get back together, and they just started a fire at that party, and I'm just like,
It was
how is it
dysfunctional
possible?
family.
Yeah, I'm just like, how is this possible that I am this like outcast black sheep child in my own family where you're invited to a party by someone who's nice enough to put our family back together, maybe, and you just like set a fire in their own house by being reckless and angry. And I'm like, this isn't all my fault. There's like parts of this that I did, but I need to it's on me to put my life back together. It's not on me to make all of that entirely my own fault. I don't think.
So I think we see this like monologue going on in video game logic, but no one reacts to it.
Exactly.
All your self-justification and monologuing going on inside your head.
Exactly.
We don't have little spirits flying around to tell you to not do that.
Mm-hmm. What's the art style of the game that Harvest Valley takes place in? Is it like sort of pixely like Stardew Valley, or?
It's very watercolory.
I like it.
Watercolors.
Yeah.
Imagine cell shaded, but it's water shaded. Water shaded is the what's coming out in 2020 for the Xbox One 2.
Amazing. So yeah, we just like see these pan shots with this watercolor style, and like we see like my parents like down like through some like government buildings by the town square, like, and like we see the huge clock tower behind these buildings, and we see like straight down the middle the road sort of curves as it goes up to the train yard.
I think what happens is we see the mayor have like a tearful like goodbye with your mother because she's the town assistant. He gives her a large bag of gold, and then the mayor, is wandering around the town square, and he sees you. So he comes up to you, and he's this old man with, mostly bald but a little bit of bushy white hair on the sides. And he comes up to Esteban. He says, "Why, hello there, Esteban.
Hello there, Mayor.
Wow, you're taking this very well. I'm proud of you, young man."
And I think I'm like maybe scooping up some of the snow that's like in the remains, like you know how there's like a fountain in the middle of town square. Yeah. There's like a little grass skirt around the fountain. Yeah. And there's like a bunch of snow that's just like packed up under like the rim of the fountain, and I'm just scraping it together into like a little snowball.
Do you want? So you scrape it together. You get this dirty sludge, and scrape it together and pack it. And because of this video game logic, it turns into pure crystal white snowball. Is it an ice ball, or is it a fun fluffy snowball?
I think it's a fun fluffy snowball because what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to turn it into a snow cone.
Okay. Sure.
I'm probably going to the what's the restaurant?
Ooh,
We just drank
the,
hot chocolate there 2 episodes ago.
it's clock something. Clock.
I have the name of the cook of the restaurant and the fact that the restaurant is under the clock tower, but not actually the name of the restaurant in my notes.
It's the Weathercroft.
The Weathercroft Diner. Yes. I'm going to put that in my notes
Thank
right now
you.
before I forget. Thank you.
Me too. Do I have a good place to put
Hallworth Clock Tower Square.
Weathercroft Diner.
Great.
Brilliant.
So I'm just grabbing this snowball right now so that I can go to the Weathercroft Diner, and I'm going to put the snow in a cup, and there I'm going to ask for some fruit preserves and some like
Well, actually,
mint.
The mayor shouts out, "Remember, the train is leaving at 2 p.m." So you know,
You turn into a most amazing robot for a second.
okay, I'll have to watch the VOD there.
You sounded extra ghosty, which was perfect with the content of what you were saying. Remember.
Yeah, it's
really
still a
good.
Nintendo text-to-speech thing, you know.
Mm-hmm,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I may have been playing way too much Animal Crossing this week.
Yeah. So yeah, you go into the diner and
Mhm.
you get fruit preserves.
Mhm.
I think they're blueberry fruit preserves.
Hmm.
And yeah, you have to make a crafting roll. I think you have to make a crafting roll to make this. What's your intent of this snow cone?
I want. What do I actually want from the snow cone?
What do you want from it?
Are you going to try to impress someone with it? Are you going to
Oh,
try?
I just wanted a. I just wanted a snow cone just for myself because we have a bunch of melting snow around, and I've been trying to like scrape it together. Fruit preserves, mint alcohol. It's a good time.
Are you going to
Uh-huh.
eat the snow cone?
What was that, Golden?
Are you going to eat the snow cone?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me a cooking test.
Excellent.
Obs 1.
I knew I was learning cooking somewhere.
If you fail, it's just going to be all dirt inside.
Ooh.
Nope. All right. So yeah, it's a wonderful, tasty, refreshing snow cone.
Mm-hmm. Could I spend some bait on that to see that if anybody, to see if I can like get anybody else in on the snow cone, and then I can get people to.
You see a couple other people making snow cones.
Okay. I
So
might.
you're supposed to like.
Go ahead.
If you want extra effect, you're supposed to declare that before you roll, just so you know.
Okay, sure. Meh.
Um,
I don't know why that's a rule. I'm sure that's a rule.
is it? I thought that if you got like a bunch of successes over what you did, that you could apply that to get a bonus effect.
That's how we do it, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to do it.
Except on graduated tests, maybe.
Yeah,
But I would like that rule to be checked for sure.
Yeah.
Well, while you guys continue, I'm gonna look at these rules here.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. I mean, you're being really passive here, man. Your parents are leaving town, and you're not doing anything about it.
Cool. I just did that to spend the fate on perception.
Okay.
Which is fine.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
All
right.
I'm I'm going to maybe chat in this diner. Maybe.
You need to, all right. You need to not be angry though. That's what.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. So maybe you need to make a steel test to not. No, you need to make a will test to not be angry. Yes.
Cool.
So you're gonna try and chat someone out.
Because this is definitely something that I want to do, to not just have some disastrous, like, no, mom and dad, why are you leaving? I need you back in my life so that we can go back to our toxic cycle with each other.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Cool. That makes total sense. Modifiers. Do I have any art that I can add to this? Let's take a look. Do have some art though.
Yeah, I think it's Jenica. Jenica is one of the woodcutters. And she is also enjoying a snow cone. She says, wow, it's sure nice to have this nice, refreshing snack after working all day on Ashland's farm.
And then I say,
we finally got it cleared out. You should be able to plant crops now.
Do I know that Jenica did the woodcutting on Ashland's farm?
Yeah.
Like, I think I probably know that story because I'm involved with Ashland enough that I hear rumors about her.
You kind of just disappeared last week, so I'm not sure where you were. I think
that's a good point. Yeah, where were you last week?
Working on your house. You just don't know anything that's going on.
Maybe I've been taking care of my animals because we don't talk about that very much.
Okay.
Like I've been, maybe they need grooming or something. I feel like that makes sense with the turning of the seasons. Like it's not time to shear their wool yet, but they're like getting, like maybe the horses like are starting to get like gunk under their feet and stuff like that needs to be cleared out to put a shoe in.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. They're still having their winter coats and everything, and if you have to keep them clean, or else they'll have no value when you go to sell them.
Exactly.
Yeah, give me a will check. I think it's going to be OBS 3. You can control your anger if you concentrate.
Okay. I'm going to throw an Artha at this and see where we go.
Okay. You're going to be real
angry.
Oh, no.
So
that's a problem.
You snap at Jenica? Like, maybe you're saying, like, just you're angry at everything because you can't be angry at yourself. Right? That's how it works.
So I snap at her and I try to be like a little polite in a not nice way and say, I'm just trying to eat the snow cone alone, and I need move one chair over on the bar. Or maybe I wasn't even at the bar and like I was on the table and she just like turned around and came to my table and I'm like, I sat at a table by myself for a reason and you had a spot at the bar. Please go back to that spot at the bar so that I can eat alone. I don't need you to comment on snow cones.
Okay. So she looks miffed and she stands up and walks away. You feel like there's a cold breeze in the room and you look at who was sitting next to her, farther away. And it's this woman with long blue hair and pale skin. She's wearing this big hat with the big brim so nobody can see her face.
Interesting. Do I know who she is, or
If you look at her, are you staring?
I think so. Yeah, who is she?
Okay. Are you obviously conspicuously staring?
No, I'm inconspicuously staring, and I think we might know.
All right. Roll inconspicuous.
Yeah. So I'm gonna figure out like maybe I'll make my intent like a bit wider than this. Like I'm just like people watching, and I don't want anybody to watch my people watching.
You don't want anyone to come up and talk to you.
Yeah. This is the art of people watching. It should be just called people watching.
You have to like be unobtrusive and also just repellent enough so people don't interrupt you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
All right. So let's say, yeah, this is against her
I'm gonna sleep at the table,
observation.
Aha.
or I'm gonna like do one of these things and like leave a crack in between my arms and like people watch through that,
Okay.
so that I can fork in my snooze wise.
Sure.
Marvelous. No Arthur for this. I kind of want to see what happens when this goes wrong. What's my ob?
It's a versus test for observation.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Come on, let me click the button. Ah, there we go.
Oh, you met the odds.
Weird.
You met it
Okay.
quite well, actually.
Actually, I
And you got a
have...
6, too.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So she doesn't notice you staring at her, but this is the winter goddess. She's dressed up in disguise. It's a very bad disguise, but as we all know, if you can't see their face, you don't know who they are.
Of course.
Mhm.
But yeah, she doesn't notice. She's also like people watching, and she's eating a snow cone too.
Mhm.
But hers has like little strawberries that are dancing around in her cup, like they're moving around, not
Mhm.
just floating. And
Have I
she
seen
just,
dancing strawberries before?
No, they're
Well,
magical
that's cool.
strawberries.
And when we say dancing, are we talking about like the strawberries are like tiny anthropomorphic strawberries and they like dance around like the snow cone like it's a mountain? Or are we talking that they're just strawberries that are magically like floating and like...
Yeah, it's the latter. You could probably have like a
Yeah.
tinkling sound as they move around.
Ooh,
That's adorable.
I love it too.
You don't love it though because you're very angry.
I do, yeah, it's true.
You would use. Oh my gosh, I've been that angry. Like stuff that you would normally find super cute instead just pisses you off for no reason. Like how dare you be that adorable? Like you're just trying to make me not angry, but I won't stop. I'll just be angry. Like I've been that angry. It's bad. It's real bad.
Exactly.
That's how angry you are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're really angry. Like
Mhm.
you're angry that you don't have dancing strawberries in your.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, as we know, when we see dancing strawberries, the natural response to make dancing strawberries go away is to pull the jar out, clink it, clink, clink, and or maybe like it blends with the magical tinkling of the dancing strawberries and like the like jingling of like opium cigarettes against like glass. Ding 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 ding.
Okay, I don't think they're making dinging sounds, but definitely making a
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah, you know.
BRB, getting some opium cigarettes, and putting them in a glass jar so that we can scientifically decide what they actually sound like.
Yeah. I don't think the opium sounds like that. I think the like the jar being impacted sounds like that.
So now are you being conspicuous?
No, I was just jingling it around, and then I'm going to like put the jar on the table and start smoking opium to deal with my problems.
Okay. So yeah, you're smoking your opium
Inside.
inside,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and the winter goddess takes a sniff. She looks around, makes sure no one's looking at her, and she says, "Hey, that smells pretty nice. Can I have one?"
Um, is the winter goddess still at the bar?
Yeah.
Has she turned around in her seat to look at me?
Yes, she's turned around her seat. She looked around first to make sure no one's looking at you too, and she leans over conspiratorially. Says, "That smells pretty nice. Can I have one?"
I need to find a way to buy time to be done smoking this before I talk to her.
You want to complete your smoking animation? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golden, my intent is to complete my smoking animation. I'm not sure what my task is yet.
So maybe this is like where you like hold up a finger as you're like, and then it's just like maybe it's some kind of like I don't know if persuasion is right, but where you're basically trying to not piss her off by delaying your response.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get Witcher.
You're picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have an etiquette score or something? There's some like etiquette.
I don't have etiquette. For some reason, I seem to.
I mean, this
remember
certainly
that
doesn't feel like it following
Yeah.
etiquette in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it really doesn't. I think you just need to make a skill test.
That makes sense.
If you fail the skill test, like you have to actually stop smoking. Like you get stunned out of your smoking animation.
Mm-hmm. I have another idea to.
You get stunned out of your smoking animation, and you it crashes the game because it doesn't have a way to like stop smoking mid smoke, and so it just locks up for a second.
Yep.
We have to restart.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily,
So I
it
have
auto
another-
saved. So
Yeah. I have another idea to pitch.
Okay.
I could hum, which would be singing.
Yeah. You
Like hum a
wanna-
little song to like tide over the time. And like I think humming could work with smoking. It's just like just like trying to like delay time.
Sure.
Keep her like kind of entertained with me. Let her know that I'm paying attention.
All right, you can try.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if continue helps. Still is a sad, right?
Oh, I was thinking
Yeah,
of like
working.
making a sing test
Oh.
to like
okay, so
tide her
that's
over
not-
while I'm like finishing.
I don't think that makes sense. Sorry.
Okay.
It's gonna be a skill test against your hesitation. I think it's +1 obs because she is not human.
what? Just because she's the goddess
Yes,
of
for
winter,
sure.
and you that might freak you out? I don't know why.
Yeah, her voice is just a little bit cold.
Mm-hmm.
Really, your hesitation is that high? Okay. Yeah, so you get stunned out of your smoking animation, like you smoke a little bit, and then you just have to stop.
Hmm.
Like suddenly, you feel like your chest clench up,
Hmm.
mid inhale, and you have to
Hmm.
stop smoking and let that cramp stop.
Hmm.
And then she's impatiently waiting for your answer.
And I'm just like coughing my lungs out.
Yeah, like you start trying to sing, and it's like,
Yeah, I'm just like trying to like hum, and it's like disappears.
you
Yeah,
can't you can't hum and cough at the same time. It's
yeah,
impossible.
yeah, exactly. Um, so have I gotten opium smoke into my lungs yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So like I put her on hold for a long time, and then I once I like regain my composure, I'm like, oh sorry. Um, yeah, of course you can have one.
Okay. So she like looks at it funny, like she'll know how to light it up.
Mhm. Um, so I have the Winter Goddess come sit next to me at my table.
Yeah, she's very cold,
Hmm. That's fine.
so she's leaning up against you.
Hmm.
And what do you do?
You know what they say? Cold hands, warm heart. And then I like strike the match, and then there's like
Okay.
a little fire, and I bring the match closer to, and I'm like, nope, put it in your mouth like this. That's how
Okay.
you start. And then I bring a match closer to her face, and then light the
Okay.
edge of the opium.
Man, I want to make a fire building test just to not start her on fire. No, I don't think that makes any sense. Well,
Hmm.
no, man, routine tests, man. Routine tests. Yeah. Give me a routine fire starting test.
Routine tests.
Yeah. Hobbs one.
Okay.
And if
What
you
is
fail, you're going to light her hair on fire.
excellent? What's the root of fire starting?
Yeah, what is the root of fire starting? I don't have all my things open because I was afraid my internet couldn't handle it.
Hmm.
That's reasonable. I've got my book here. Also, I've been searching all this time and I couldn't find it.
Oh, I know exactly what page it's on.
It's fire building and it's perception.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
I
go.
meant the thing I was looking up earlier with the.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No modifiers, no obstacle one. Fabulous.
All right, yeah, you light her opium cigarette on fire, and you guys share moments.
Hmm.
You're still really angry, but let's pop over to Ashlyn. Do what Ashlyn
Hmm.
would do.
Yeah.
Hi.
Uh,
Um, well, I wanted to start planting my fields, but there's a lot of fields and only one of me. It's pretty slow going. Um, Maybe I should go to town and talk to Dr. Donna, actually.
yeah, you can be going to town.
So yeah, I
Um,
think I think maybe we like start with like it's like lunchtime or whatever, right?
sure.
And Ashlyn has lunch out on the table for her Uncle Bish, and is Ash still living with them again, or did she go back to the Faust Mansion?
She went back to the Foss Mansion after you
Okay,
solved the haunting problem.
great. So yeah, it's just Ashlyn and her uncle sitting there at the at the table in the main room of the little farmhouse, and like I think they're like eating sandwiches or something, and like he starts coughing, and she
Yeah.
just looks over and is like,
Uncle Bish, weren't you supposed to head into town and see the doctor last week?
Hmm? Oh, the doctor.
I don't think you've been outside since the snow melted.
Well, I did go outside that one time, check on the cellar.
Oh, yeah. That was
But
just for a minute, though.
it's too cold to go to town.
Oh, well, I'm worried about your health, Uncle Bish. But if it's too cold, then that would just make it worse, wouldn't it?
I know.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go.
Yes, red blanket. Esteban gave him.
what was that?
He clutches this red blanket Esteban gave him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna go to town and talk to Dr. Donna. Maybe she can come out here and talk to you.
Oh, I don't think that's necessary.
Oh, it's
I'm just old.
no trouble at all. Uncle Bish, I know you're old, but you've still got time ahead of you.
She pats the table and
That's
she's like,
true.
Just stay here
Well-
and I'll be back soon, okay?
and she
All
like
right.
gets up and like stokes the fire in the fireplace to keep it nice and warm while she's gone. She gets in some extra logs so that he doesn't have to tend to it, and then she'll head into town.
Mm-hmm.
I think while you leave, like you see Monkey Jinx come out of the ceiling and he drops down on the table to keep Uncle Bish company while you're gone.
Oh, that's cute.
We have good animals in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay. And you go to town. I think you see like all the workmen sitting around on their lunch break,
Mm-hmm.
and they're talking about how they're going to rip apart this house, and they're going to build a real modern building where the house used to be.
Yeah, and I think maybe she's gonna like stop by there because she's kind of curious as to what they're doing, because so yeah, she's gonna stop by and she's gonna say,
Oh, I'm so glad to see you all working. Which what house are you tearing down?
I remember what Esteban had a family name.
I think we decided on one.
did you write it down?
No.
I can't recall. I don't think we did actually. He says, "Oh, we're tearing down Clemens' place." And Clemens is
Oh,
Clemens your dad or is Vernon your dad?
Vernon's my dad. This I do know.
I guess Clemens is.
Is that the name?
There's a Vernon's Vineyard and there's Clemens.
Weird.
Weird. All right, so it's like, yeah, we're tearing down Vernon's house.
oh. I didn't think they were gonna sell it. Well,
Oh, they sold it.
I hope it brings prosperity to the town.
It better, or else Mr. Carmichael is going to be really upset. He's putting a lot of money into this town. He wants to see it grow.
So do I.
So yeah, so then she's gonna head past him into the clinic and talk to Dr. Donna.
So Dr. Donna's busy.
Of course she is.
Like you realize all of a sudden that all those workers out there, they're on their lunch break, but they're also getting their flu shot. It's not a flu shot, but it's like a alchemical potion that of local herbs.
It's like a flu shot.
Yeah, it's basically a flu shot.
Okay.
And she mixes this up with like a mortar and pestle,
Mm-hmm.
and then she puts it in this green jelly, and then they shoot it like jello shots. And then they think it's the worst face in the world when they eat it. But they eat it. And they give her money, and they leave. And the next person comes. And the process repeats.
It looks like they're gonna be at this for a while. Maybe I'll get a hot cocoa while I wait.
So I'll go into the diner where I see Esteban sharing an opium cigarette with the winter goddess.
Yeah, I think they've moved away from the counter, and now they have a booth by a window that they're sharing and just smoking together.
But it's like one of those booths that's near two walls where it's we have I'm in the spot where nobody can see me from the outside, and the winter goddess is
bad at disguises, so you can probably see her.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So maybe you can see the winter goddess in just a booth from the window.
Right, no, I can't tell it's the winter goddess. She's got a hat on.
Oh.
Got a hat on.
Ah, yes.
It's just tilted.
It completely changes her profile.
It could be anybody else with blue hair.
Ah, yes.
And the fact that, there's spider webbing of frost coming up the window from where she's sitting has nothing to do with it.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
No, it's completely unrelated.
And I quote from Ashland's brain, "Dang, those snow cones must be cold. I should go inside and have one."
Perfect. So yeah, she goes in, and she's gonna talk to the oh, where's my character sheet? Has all my notes on it. Come on, here we go. Lars. So she's gonna talk to Lars, the owner / cook of the Weathercroft Diner, and she says,
So, it seems like your snow cones are really popular. Can I get one too?
He says, "No, they're not really my snow cones. They're you kind of make your own. I have preserves. He puts his jar of preserves on the table.
Oh.
You go outside. You gather up some snow. Make it into a snowball. Bring it in here. Then you put that in a cup with preserves.
Oh, how exciting. I've never made my own snow cone before. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Right.
So she's gonna go outside and collect some snow so she can make a snow cone.
Okay, so it's going to be